Hi, I'm Becky Davidson, and I'm the co-founder and president of Rising Above Ministries. And Rising Above is located right here in Cookeville, Tennessee, and we love and serve families living with disabilities. We do this through a variety of events locally and globally. We started out of the life of my now 26-year-old son, John Alex. And when we became parents to a son with disabilities, we had no idea what we were doing. Our whole lives were turned upside down. We felt isolated. We felt alone. We felt like nobody got or understood our life. We knew that if we were feeling that way, that there were other families who felt exactly the way that we did. So in 2005, we got together with some friends. My late husband, Jeff Davidson, and I did. And we founded what is now Rising Above Ministries. We started by just hosting a monthly worship service for families because we knew how challenging it was for our family to go to church because of our son's unique needs and his noises and the things that impacted him. And so we wanted to provide a safe space for families to come together. So we started there, and from that monthly worship service, it grew and grew and grew. And we just started looking around the community, finding events and things that we knew our families would enjoy, but because of their families' unique needs, they just wouldn't be able to. We added our Easter extravaganza, and that very first year, we thought, we may have 30, 40 families who come. We had over 300 people who came to that very first outreach event, and we knew from that moment that we needed to do more. And so we added in our Heroes Ball, and we added in our retreats for moms and dads, and it just continued to grow to where we are today. Not only are we serving families here in the Upper Cumberland, but we serve families literally around the world with hope and inspiration and encouragement, just to remind them that they are not alone on this journey. For those who are not special needs parents, it's really hard to grasp how challenging this life is, how lonely and isolating it is, not only for the parents, but for the siblings, for the individual with special needs. It impacts everyone. So the thing that's unique about Rising Above is that we are a holistic ministry that reaches and does things for every member of the family, not just the individual with special needs. And so everything we do is centered around the whole family, to let them know they are seen and they are loved and they are valued. And we see literally lives changed before our very eyes. We love nothing more than when a family has just gotten a diagnosis and they find out about Rising Above, and we are able to help them from the moment of that diagnosis, to know what resources are available, to know there are things in place to offer them encouragement, that they're not alone on this journey. And when we are able to get with those families and share with them what's available, share hope with them, share our stories and our experiences from my 26 years on this journey, then they see that, I can make it. I can make it even through the hard and challenging times. And then 6 years ago, my husband passed away, leaving me a widow and a solo parent now, and knowing firsthand the challenges that come from being a single parent, raising a child with disability. We're now pouring into those single parents, also into marriages, and it's just been amazing. There are so many stories of families who have been impacted by Rising Above, but one of my favorites is a single mom who lives in Boston. She's searching after she'd gotten a diagnosis of autism for her son, searching for hope, searching for resources, searching for encouragement. She said, everything I looked at was negative, and it was all the hard and all the really challenging things. But she happened upon my late husband's blog that was still active just a few months after his death. And she started reading his words of hope and encouragement, and she became inspired and she became encouraged. And she reached out to our office. She called our office and found out that Jeff had just recently passed away. But what happened was she called back again, and she and I developed this friendship. And now I even talked to her this morning. Over these past 4 or 5 years, she and I have been in contact. And even though she's in a place where she has no other friends, she's pretty isolated and alone where she is, but she has friends because we are there for her. She's part of one of our online community groups where she is getting encouragement from other families who are going through the same thing, even though they're not right there in her own town. Rising Above is able to provide her with that hope and encouragement, even though she's not here, and she desperately needs that. And she is one of thousands of other stories that I could share about families who've been impacted by what Rising Above has been able to bring to their lives, and to know that they are seen and loved and that they are not forgotten. So what inspires me would actually be who inspires me. And I live with him every day. And that is my 26-year-old son, John Alex. John Alex is nonverbal. He's not able to walk. He's not able to do things that most people do. But my son has a smile on his face most all the time. He is one of the most happy, joyful, kind people you will ever meet. He has changed my world in ways I cannot even imagine. Like, I cannot imagine what my life would look like had I not been blessed with my sweet John Alex. He has changed my world, and he's changed the world and the lives of so many other families, because it's out of his life that my late husband and I were inspired to start Rising Above. He is just an example of what it means to persevere through hard times, to persevere when things don't look the way you want them to look. He was the one who offered me such comfort after his dad died, and he would just know. He would know when I was having a hard day, and he would reach up and give me a hug and just kiss me on the forehead. Even though he was grieving too, he brought me such peace and hope, and I'm just so blessed, and I'm so inspired by John Alex Davidson. Even though he's never said a word, he has changed lives of families all around the world.